Silver's on the scene. Silver's on the scene. And I am currently in Memphis. And I'm headed to Hendersonville. That 3-hour, 37-minute from doorstep to doorstep drive. I'm probably going to do it in 3 hours. It's 240 miles. Let's see. Let's take a look. Let's click on it. Go. And it says 208 miles. So I'm a little bit outside of Memphis. I guess 32 miles or so east already from the St. Jude or the Yogi Bear. But so anyway, I'm going to make my way over there, and more to come when I get there. Maybe some stuff along the way. Maybe stop off in Jackson and see if he might have been there in the early morning hours of the 26th. You know, I'm thinking maybe he was actually there the early morning hours of the 27th. And that could be where people are getting confused, because then he wouldn't need to get to work. More to come. Silver's on the scene. Silver's on the scene. And I just stopped off at the Speedway. This is off I-40 east and west going to Memphis, from Memphis to Hendersonville, from Hendersonville to Memphis. And this is the gas station supposedly where someone saw a black truck in the wee morning hours of the 26th and appeared to be a teenage boy asleep in the passenger side. This one I'm not 100% about. Some say that was wrong. They checked the footage and it was not that. It was a different color truck. It wasn't them. But then I'm starting to think, as I'm standing here now, maybe it was 2 days later. We know CP left on the 27th, 17 hours missing. Maybe it was the early morning hours of either the 27th or the 28th. And, you know, the tape was off. But here's what it is, just to give you an idea of the lay of the land. There's a lot of woods around. But I'm going to walk up here and you can see the cars going. I'll zoom in. See the cars going on the freeway down there? That's the I-40. Boom, there goes one. And there's some cars back and forth. So you get off the freeway right there. You see the sign, Junction 40. And if you turn right or left, I mean, here's the thing about this gas station. I want to make a point. This just hit me in the head too. Like, why would you come here versus the Loves or somewhere, the Circle K over there? Well, let me tell you something. There's activity going on there. More people closer to the freeway. Look around. Nothing on that side. This place would be low key. This place would be low key. So like I said, maybe Christopher Proudfoot came here on the early morning hours of the 28th, maybe even the 27th. And maybe Sebastian was in the car with him. He keeps saying we. Maybe we was him. So just a thought to add to the theory there. More to come on my way to Hendersonville. Once again, this is exit 87, Highway 40. So I just pulled out of that Speedway, and I just wanted to show, I'm actually going to this Loves here, so I'm going to pull in here, but you can see as you get closer to this freeway, you have the Loves and you have several other gas stations, okay? The big Circle K. So this is much more populated, even at 3, 4, 2, 5 in the morning. There's going to be more people here. There's no way you would, this is before that gas station, but there's no way you'd come here. Chances of being seen. So you have to have gas or you're going to run out. Then you're busted, right? So you go to the gas station that's got nothing but woods around it, and it's low key. Not expecting it to have video footage or security footage. But over here, oh yeah, you're most definitely getting caught. All right, just wanted to show that difference between that Speedway and this Loves and these others that are around. More to come. Coming across the Tennessee River, hard to see going across it like this, but I'm just thinking, Silver's on the scene. Coming across this river, there's cars, you see them, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, maybe you just pull over and bloop, drop off a body. Headed to Hendersonville. More to come. Silver's on the scene. All right, Silver's on the scene. As you can see, we're coming into Nashville. Coming over from Memphis. Did stop off in Jackson. And so look, it pulled out of Memphis around 1:15, 1:17. And it's been a leisurely ride. Not trying to go fast, just, 70, 80 miles an hour, 75 miles an hour. Stop several times, the Jackson stop, and then you have a couple of other stops for bathrooms, to grab some food. So if you take all those stops, there's at least 2 hours there. So it's coming up in the next 18 minutes where it'll be a 5-hour period. Take those 2 hours off. That drive is easily 3 hours with no worries. Just kick back and relax. If you didn't worry about stopping and maybe you kept your speed a little higher, 2.5 is possible, but 3, I'll just top it out at 3. You should be able to do 3. So let's use that. I'm going over 17 hours. So I'm going over to get my RV. 3 hours one way, 3 hours back, one way over. That's 6. 2 hours to do the business, to hook it back up. That's 8. And I think 2 hours too much. But anyway, 8. Where's the other 9 hours, Christopher Proudfoot? The other 9 hours. That's the question. So we're rolling in. We're basically in Nashville now. 20 miles I will be at the Texas Roadhouse, and I want to look around there and make a video. So, but this one was to show the drive over, look at the Jackson gas station. I think 2 things came to my mind when I was there. One is maybe it was on the early morning hours of the 27th or the early morning hours of the 28th. And then it really, from the last time, this didn't even enter my mind, but it did today. It really made me understand why. Because if you're needing gas, you get off the exit, you go to the first one, or you go the one with the best price. Love's always has the best price compared to the Speedway that he went to. But yet, as I was standing at that Speedway today, you can see from the video, that's the most inconspicuous, the most hidden. That's the one where the least amount of people would have been at any time of the day. And that kind of rings true that you would want that, he would want that, so no one would see them. But I do think they were seen. They meaning him and Sebastian. And I believe the we that he keeps talking about is him and Sebastian. So anyway, that's the drive over. 3 hours easily. Join me for the next video where I check out and I may even put it in this one. I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to check out the Roadhouse and get a feel of that last time, allegedly, that Sebastian is on. They say proof of life that he is on video. All right. When you make this drive, or you drive anywhere, be safe. Peace. Silver's on the scene. I'm back, and just wanted to show we're looking at downtown. It's downtown Nashville. Okay. Downtown Nashville. Now we are crossing, you can see, crossing the Cumberland River. And at this time, since we are crossing the Cumberland River, take a moment for Riley Strain, who found his final resting place there. Nashville. All right. Let's go to Hendersonville. Peace. All right. Alright, Silver's on the scene. I'm back. We are coming into Hendersonville. I have decided to go ahead and put the Roadhouse visit into this video. I think it'll be nice. We came over from Memphis all the way to Hendersonville, and 3-hour drive easily with no worries, no hurries. One thing I want to mention too is coming into the town is constantly thinking about how these roads are really bad. Constantly thinking about how Christopher Proudfoot contacted his stepdad and mom to get involved in the removal of Sebastian's body that night, that morning. Allegedly, in my opinion. CB radio, that's where I'm coming. CB radio or walkie-talkies. So one thing I'm going to try to do possibly while I'm in town is, I've never seen his truck. I've seen it in photos, and maybe I can look at some photos and some videos, but does he have a CB antenna? Does anyone know? Does he have a CB antenna? Because I'm thinking maybe his stepdad has a CB, and I don't believe those are traceable. So anyway, thoughts there. We're at the Texas Roadhouse in about 6 miles. Look at all those woods. Silver's on the scene. More to come. Silver's on the scene, and I've arrived. You see over my shoulder here, I'm at the Texas Roadhouse where Sebastian Rogers allegedly was seen last on video. This brings me to a question really quick. Why can't we see this video? What's wrong with us seeing this video? We saw videos of Riley Strain. We saw videos of other people that are caught on security cameras. Supposedly this is the last known video when Katie and Sebastian left this Texas Roadhouse. Let's take a look. Okay, so right there. I'm on the back side of it. It's very, very busy tonight. Now it's about 20 minutes till 7. Okay, and this is around the time they left. However, remember, we're in July now. This was back in 144 days ago, back in February, so it would be much darker. We sprang forward, so there's about another hour I need to really get the accurate time, but due to my time constraints, I had to come do this now. But I've always been wanting to come to this location because this is where video proof of him getting in the car with Katie. Okay, so then what I want to do is, some of the theories are, and I'll state, I don't believe it to be it's not my theory. I believe Sebastian made it home that night, okay? No question for me. However, I'm open to any and all theories, because putting our heads together, working and trying to figure out this as a collective group can help bring this kid home. Sebastian Rogers missing 144 days now. So, kitty cat. So, let's take a look. So here you have the Roadhouse. By the way, it's very popular. There's so many people here. So here's the Roadhouse. Right over here you have Interstate 65. I think that's Interstate 65. It may be another road, but you get right off the freeway right here, you see? And as you get off the freeway, a couple things. You see the Roadhouse. Through these woods, that's where Drake's Creek runs. So if you take an aerial shot from one of my previous videos, Drake's Creek is right there, okay? On the other side of Drake's Creek, and you see it very clearly when you're getting off the exit, is Magical Mary's Playground. I hope I'm getting that right. The special needs playground that is Sebastian's favorite playground. So that was one of my areas I was going to look at and walk through and see if I could see anything. However, Seth has been out, and I believe a few days ago, if not last week, he actually has looked at that area Okay, so I'm sure they did a thorough search as he's looking for his son, as he's the only one that seems to care from a family member about his son and looking for him. Way to go, Seth. But you know, some of the theories lead, this is a big open field and it's right outside this roadhouse. Fast forward an hour, which would be the time that Katie left the roadhouse. Going with the theory that he didn't come home, could this be a place she would have done something with him? It's very populated. It's a Friday night versus a Sunday night, but I don't see that you could have done anything. The only thing you may have done, and this, pardon me here, allegedly, and in my opinion, is you could have, you know, you could have done a dump. You could have done a dump. Because if you do a dump, if you just, follow me here now, if you just toss a body somewhere near his home, and we're about 6 miles, I believe, 5.2, 5.4 miles, just outside of the 5-mile radius from his home. But if you not bury him, just dump him somewhere, okay? Then the whole made-up story, allegedly in my opinion, of him walking out of the home on his own becomes plausible. He walked out, he got into some trouble, the elements, he succumbed to the elements, an animal, whatever, and then you find him here, you know, somewhere like here, right? And so as I'm looking, that's why when you look in this area, in my opinion, in the Hendersonville area, his hometown, the chances of finding like just him are greater, in my opinion. Because then the story becomes, see, we told you he left the home on his own and he unfortunately passed at Drake's Creek, right? So, but do I believe she came out of there and brought him over here? No. I do believe he made it home, and then as that night went on, I believe something happened to him, and the 9 to 11:30 or the 9 till midnight phone call was the plan. The 3 a.m., the 3:30 a.m. video that we know are flashlights, that became him being removed from the home. Okay. The other thing I had mentioned, CB radio. If you follow the theory that he was removed from the home at 3 or 3:30 in the morning, like that video shows, then you have to ask yourself, how did Chris Proudfoot contact Terry and Kathy Bowersox, his parents, stepdad and mom? How did he contact them without using a cell phone? To me, that's a walkie-talkie, or I would think more so CB radio. Oh man, look at this. I mean, this drop-off is fierce. I mean, this is fierce. Okay, so here is, this just kind of hit me. The one thing I'll say about this location, with his playground being right through these woods, I mean, it's right there. You could go with the theory, if you're saying he left on his own, he loves the playground, so he went there because it's a safe environment for him. And then he could be anywhere in here. Now, I don't know. Have we searched here? They did a 5-mile radius. I think if you map this on the quickest route or the shortest distance, it's like 5.2, 5.4. It's just technically outside the 5-mile radius. So, anyway, I want to come over here and walk and look. I'm going to do some looking tomorrow before I leave town, because I'm only here for one night. But this is possibility. I mean, tell me, I need to do some research. Did they search here? Oh my gosh, just, There's a lot going on down there. There's a lot going on down there. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's a possibility I may come back here tomorrow. And I may go over to the playground and work my way back this way if I can. Because with this railing, you're not getting over there. Woo. But you could do a dump here and blame it on a walk to the playground over there. Okay, allegedly, in my opinion. Okay, so Texas Roadhouse, where Sebastian is seen coming out with Katie. I haven't seen the video, so none of us have seen the video. But that's what said he saw. And then this field, this area here. You know, a place like this, you just, you know, place someone and say this is where he laid down to sleep. But he's not there, so good. All right, so let's go back. And that wraps up the video. So what we do, we drove over from Memphis to Hendersonville here. I'm gonna do some looking tomorrow for Sebastian Rogers, 15-year-old, missing now 144 days. And the goal, simple, bring him home. Bring him home. And I think I will come back here tomorrow because I want to look at some other things. Texas Roadhouse, Hendersonville, Tennessee. Silver's on the scene. Be safe in all you do. More to come. Peace.